So, hi guys, it's me. Sorry you can't see me today, I kind of lost my tripod, so sorry about the filming conditions. Today I'm going to give you a foundation kind of video. Basically, this here, these are all of my foundations. I did have more, but recently I just went through them all and decided to throw some out. Basically the ones I didn't use, so I figured that today I will show you all the foundations that I have. Now this is the Revlon Photoshop, and it is one of my favourites. It was one of the most recent ones that I actually bought, and I bought this in like a shell colour, you can see that there, and it blends in absolutely lovely, and it's one of my favourites. I bought it in a slightly darker shade because I was fed up with constantly looking pale, and it's rubbed in. And it does actually work really well when it comes to having pictures taken and things like that. As you know, you don't really want to look oily and stuff when the camera goes off and things. So yeah, it does work very well. Keeps a nice matte looking sort of finish on your face. It's also got very good coverage too. Next is Hello Flawless by Benefit. This is the first ever high-end foundation that I actually bought. It's an oil-free and it's got SPF 25 in it, and it's also non-greasy. I absolutely love this foundation. Once I run out, as you can see, I'm over the halfway mark. Once I run out, I'm going to go and buy myself a new one. It does look tad dark for ivory, you can see that. But this is one of those foundations where kind of, you know, less is more. You do not need much for this foundation, and I have obviously used more than less, so my hand is going to be a totally different colour. But if you do put on too much, it does leave a nice colour, and this is something that I love using an awful lot, of just trying to not use it as much now, because of course once it's gone, it is gone, and I'll have to wait till I'm back at Boots to get another one. Next is my Natural Collection Tinted Moisturiser. Now this isn't really a foundation, and as I said, it is a tinted moisturiser, but of course I'll class it as a foundation. This is from Boots, and it's a brand you can only really buy at Boots, and I think it was £2.99. And for £2.99, excuse the mess of it, I used it this morning, that's a very good price. It's got a lovely colour, and it's perfect for, you know, if you're having a really bad skin day and it's a bit sensitive and things like that, and you just want very light coverage. Like on a day like today, it's boiling hot, so I just wore this. Yeah, this is it when it's all rubbed in and blended in. And it blends in absolutely lovely, and a little goes a long way with this. I've had this for quite a while now, probably longer than what I should have done, but it's lasted me well, and it does not affect my skin at all. Next is my Kiko or Kiko. I call it Kiko because Kiko sounds weird. Makeup Milano BB cream. This is a weird one. I bought this back in May, and it is a nice BB cream. As you can see, it comes out completely white. You can see that. And then once you rub it in, it kind of instantly starts to change colour into a very, very light skin tone. I had to get the lightest one because I'm very, very pale, unfortunately. So yeah, it blends in really, really well. I bought this in Mallorca, and I'm not sure if it is the only brand you can buy in Mallorca, as in, like, you know, if you could only get it there, but I've never seen it in the UK. So I'm not sure if it's just sort of like a European thing, or, well, I don't know, but it is a lovely BB cream, and I would really recommend this as a BB cream. If, you know, if it's there, then I would definitely say get it. Now next is my Big Easy, I think this is BB cream by Benefit. This is the newest foundation that I recently got, and this is in Fair. You can get it in 3 shades, Fair, medium and dark, I think. Maybe you can get it in more than 3 shades, I can't quite remember. But this is how it looks. It's quite light. It's got, I'd say that coverage can be quite heavy for a BB cream, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. And this is it rubbed in. This is a lovely BB cream, as it's a liquid to powder, so if you forget your powder, like even with this, I still like to wear a bit of powder because I do suffer with oily skin quite a bit. But if you forget it, no worries, because it does sort of give you a powdered finish. The only problem is, I would say, is if you have dry skin, do not use it, because when it sort of goes powdery, it will show your dry skin, and it really defines it. I tested it once in a Boots, and I had a little bit of dry skin on my chin, and man, I looked like I just put porridge oats on my face. It was so dry and awful. But it is a very, very good BB cream, and if you were looking to get something high-end, I would recommend this. Next is my Makeup Forever HD foundation. I think I did a video about this one before, and it is still in my collection because it is still one of the best foundations I've ever had, and it's a bit messy. But if I just... I don't think this is in the lightest either. This is in N117. I'm not sure if you can see that at all. If I get too close, it'll go out of focus. So it's not quite white. It's got more of a yellowish tone because I'm more yellow toned than pink toned. At least I think I am. If I use a pink toned foundation, then I look like I just look like I've put blush all over my face. But yeah, it blends in absolutely lovely. It's got quite heavy coverage, but not too heavy, like as in so it will go cakey. I think this is one of my favourite foundations. It's amazing. It was very pricey. I bought this from Sephora in, I think it was Mallorca. I've been to quite a few Sephoras, as you can tell. I bought it from the Sephora in Mallorca for €42, and I would say it was worth every penny. I think this is the one that I actually bought, and that was the year before this one. So yeah, last year I think I bought it, and I've used it constantly, and there is still a lot in there. So yeah. Next is my L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour, and this is in 120 vanilla, which you cannot see, but yeah, just take my word for it. It's in vanilla, and this is the lightest shade. Now I would say for this foundation, even though it is the lightest shade, it is still quite dark. It does not look dark on my hand, but once it goes on the face, you need to use a very, very small amount, as it is quite dark. It's very thick, so it's very heavy coverage. If you use too much, it will look cakey. So yeah, as you can see, it's taken quite a while to blend in, as it is quite a heavy foundation, and if you do put it on too much, which I have done here, I am the best at wasting my foundations, as you can tell. Yeah, instantly my hand's got like a yellowish tone to it. But if you use it in small amounts, it gives nice coverage, and it lasts, as it says, 24 hours. It lasts all day. So it is a very, very nice foundation. Now this is my next foundation. This is the Maybelline Dream Nude Air Foam. And this is, well, as you can see, I got it for £4.49 because it was in the reduced section. I'd never heard of this before. I've never even used it before. But I bought it for this exact reason. It comes out as mousse. How cool is that? As you can see though, it has gone very orangey, because it's oxidized as soon as it's hit the air, but it's very light, like very light. As you can see, it's just like oof, going all out my mouth. It is a very nice foundation, but this is one of those less is more foundations. If you wear too much, you will look like an Oompa Loompa. But it is a great foundation. Next is my 123 Perfect by Bourjois. This is a lovely foundation. It's very yellowish, so it's great for yellow toned people. It's got 3 correcting pigments. Yellow pigments for anti-dark circles, mauve pigments for anti-dull complexion, and green pigments for anti-redness. And I got this in number 51, which I think is a colour. I don't know what colour, but it's a good colour. And as you can see, it is quite yellowish. It's got quite good, I'd say medium to heavy coverage, kind of leaning on the heavy side. As you can see, it's taken quite a while to blend in. But once it blends in, it doesn't really leave any smears. It doesn't, look cakey or powdery or anything. It's a lovely foundation, and along with the Makeup Forever HD, I think this is definitely. Oh look, there's the colour. It's in light vanilla. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favourites, and it's definitely my go-to if I'm going out. Next is my Super BB cream. And this is, well, this was a Christmas present. No, it wasn't. I think it was a birthday present. But this is one of my all-time favourite BB creams. I can't remember where I heard about this one. It's a Korean BB cream. And it is amazing, pretty much. It comes out quite grey, and that's an awful lot I've just used there. That's the problem though. With the dispenser, it's quite hard to, you know, you have to push down this silver bit up here, and it's quite hard to push it down light enough to get a little bit out. It is quite light though, so it would be something that you might want to reapply every few hours or so. That's if you're not like wearing layers of makeup. So it'd be good for, you know, if you're going to the beach or something like that. Okay, now next is my Gosh Natural Touch foundation. I don't think I've actually seen this one for sale in quite a while. I did buy it in a reduced to clear sale, so I'm not sure if they discontinued it or if my local Superdrug just stopped selling it. But this is with Organic Sweet Almond, and it's SPF 8. This is quite a dark colour. This is in sand. I'll just show you how dark it is. Yeah, here we go. So it probably doesn't look very dark on the camera, as you can see there. But it is, once it's on my skin, it is a bit too dark. But I use it for reverse contouring. So yeah, that'll be something I might do a little video on later. I learnt it from, I don't know if any of you have heard of Wayne Goss. He's one of my favourite YouTubers, like the best ever. He's taught me a lot of stuff actually. I'll link it below. Next is my Revlon Nearly Naked foundation. This one is nearly all gone. And it's in ivory. This is, I think, the king of foundations. It's like that. Sorry, I've got glitter from my perfume bottle. But you pour it out like this. And what I like about it is if you get a little bit too much out on your hand, then you can easily just scoop it back up. But because of the consistency of the foundation, you don't really get much that comes out anyway. It's very light, like a very pale colour, but it doesn't make you look white. As you can see, it's almost white, but it's not white. It's a very light, you know, very light skin colour. So basically, this is the foundation that I can put on my face, and my face does not go a different colour to my neck, which most of them do. But this one is lovely. It blends in really well. It stays on all day. It gives me that no makeup look. So I might do a makeup look with this foundation because I use it a lot before work because I don't really like looking like a clown or like I've got 10 pounds of makeup on. I like just a light fresh look, and this is definitely the foundation for that. Next is Barry M's Flawless Matte Finish. This is an oil-free foundation. I bought it a while ago, but I haven't really used it that much. I should do really. It's in ivory. I think it was about £6.99 from my local Superdrug. I wouldn't say it's dark, but it's definitely not one that you want to put too much on, otherwise it will be too dark. The coverage is really nice. It is very good. It's flawless, as you can see, and it looks, camera probably doesn't do it any justice, but it looks very flawless. So this is definitely something to wear if you're on a night out or something. Next is my NYX foundation. I don't know what's the front or the back of the bottle, as you can see, because it's all worn out, except for the really pretty patterning at the bottom, and the lid's gone too. This isn't the lightest colour. I've got it in Creamy Natural. And it's a very heavy coverage foundation. Very nice foundation though. Because it's not the lightest, but it looks like it could be. It's very yellow toned, as you can see on my hand there. Very yellow. It rubs in very well. I do find though that if you do not have sort of the right sort of skin, so if you're having a bit of an off skin day, I don't know if it'd be the foundation to use because it can look, I wouldn't say cakey, but then I would say cakey. But you would have to have pretty soft and I would say kind of a little bit oily, which would help it blend a bit better. If you've got dry skin, I don't think this would be a foundation to use. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't used it in quite a while, I should really. Last but not least, my Along Came Betty Absolutely Flawless foundation. This foundation is incredible. I bought it from Tesco's. I went to Butlins last August, I think, and we went to the local Tesco's and they had the Along Came Betty range. and I raided it, pretty much. I think I bought every product there was. But this is by far the best. It's in a nice squeezy bottle, and I think there was only 3 colours, which was light, medium and dark, and this is light. And it is actually light as well, because sometimes when you get light foundations it comes out orange and you're just like, that's not light, that's orange. But this is light, it blends in incredibly well, and it was very cheap, $6.99 as well. So this is definitely worth picking up. It blends in quickly, as you can see, it's just blended in like that. It is lovely. And I would recommend this foundation to anyone and everyone. It is absolutely lovely. I genuinely don't think I have anything bad to say about it, except for the fact that my Tesco's don't do it. That's the only bad thing I think I will say. So this was my foundation collection, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was not educational, but I hope it kind of, you know, showed all sorts of different foundations out there you could buy. Again, sorry for the filming quality. I have no tripod at the moment, so I'm pretty much just holding it, and plus my video camera ran out of battery, so I'm using my DSLR. But yeah, this is my foundations video. I might do one with mascaras, because I have a crap ton of mascaras, and lip glosses and lipsticks too. So yeah, thank you, and if you enjoyed, please subscribe and leave a comment. Okay, bye!